everybody. Today, let's cover some of the bigger equipment in the shop that make it function. So let's do some machine identification. This machine, everyone should know, it's called a jointer. It is for shaving the edge of a board and making it flat and true. The next machine, these are the lacquer and spray pumps. So I've got 3 of them in my shop, but this is what it looks like. Is you can see that this pump is mounted to the wall and it feeds down into whatever it is you're spraying. This unit over here is just one you can roll around. This is our random orbit sander. We use them all the time. There are different people that make them, so there are different looks, but they all are round and they spin and they do little circles as well. That's called a random orbit sander. Unlike this one, this is called a finish palm sander. The main difference, of course, it's now square instead of fully round, and it doesn't spin, and so it'll take off less sanding, so it's less aggressive than one of the other sanders. So this is a finish sander, a palm sander. This one is just like the original, the orbital sander at the beginning, but that one you plugged in. This one is called pneumatic. It means it runs on compressed air, and the main reason of the difference you can tell is because you press the top down on a pneumatic sander. That releases air pressure and then it runs. This is a pneumatic orbital sander. Here's a planer. The one in my particular shop is green, but all planers look a lot alike. It's just a table that you run the board through, and we're going to be shaving the top, the face of a board, makes it thinner. It's called a thickness planer or a planer. This little device, this can, is all metal. The idea is that any of the rags you use, whether lacquering or staining or oil or whatever, if they're all scrunched together tight, they could spontaneously combust. They could catch on fire on their own. This metal container is simply called a flame-resistant trash can. It's red, meaning there can be flame inside, but it's metal, so nothing in it burns. Flame-resistant trash can. This one is my wide belt sander. Very much like the planer, except it uses sanding belts. The wide belt sander saves us tons of time in the shop. This is a portable belt sander. Just like the machine, it's just a smaller version where we can pick it up and actually run it across your board, making it flat and smooth. Kind of built like a tank in that you got to keep good control because it'll get away from you if you're not holding on. This is a table saw, probably the most common machine we use in the shop. Here is a jigsaw. Now there's no blade sticking out the tip, but the jigsaw is easy you hold on to it and you can make nice sharp curves, and it's a freehand tool. It's like the bandsaw, except it only cuts on the downward strokes. It doesn't cut as fast, but it is portable. This machine is a chop saw or a miter saw. We use them all the time in the shop. This one we don't use very often. This is called a dovetailing machine. And the one on the left, this is the one I actually have in my shop, but there are many different makes and models and colors. All it does is it makes dovetails. You can kind of see on the tail end of this board what that is going to look like. Dovetail machine. The pneumatic nail gun runs on air, or a staple gun would also work. They look the same. This is your drill press. Here is a biscuit joiner. Now again, we don't use it very common in my particular class, but it cuts, you have this board, it cuts a half football shape groove, and you're mating it with another board with the other half football shape, and you put a biscuit, or it looks like a flattened football, in the slots, and that keeps the boards level from moving around. It's called a biscuit joiner. There's your bandsaw. This is called a circular saw. Circular saw, just a handheld table saw without the table, so you can take it to a job site and use it to cut things. Here is your router. We use them on the edges of your nightstand to shave off the edge of your face frame and for other applications, of course. Hand router. Disc sander. Now I have a disc sander belt sander combination, but that's fine. It's the disc that it only sands ends and edges. I would not put a face into a disc sander. There's your drills. The one on the left is a cordless drill. The one on the right is a power drill. The one on the right will have more power, obviously, because I plug it in. You have more voltage, more pressure, more amps. That gives you that power. Whereas the one on the left, the cordless drill will give you a certain amount, and then it peaks out, and that's all it can give. So drills, cordless drill, power drill. Here is your edge sander, or it's a belt sander, but it's specifically for edges and ends. Again, we don't usually put a face in there of your board, but that's in the back of my shop. Horizontal belt sander, edge sander is a more common name for it. Here are your lathes. We have a larger lathe on the left, a small mini lathe on the right. They both work the same. They spin a board and you can make it round with some tools. Here's your panel saw. Again, it's a little different than my model, but panel saw can take sheets of material and cut the sheet. So instead of holding the sheet and running it across a table saw, you're mounting it on the machine and moving the blade across a stationary board to make your cuts. That is a panel saw. These are called scroll saws. And again, different models, but all scroll saws use very, very thin blades, usually about 1/8 of an inch, to do super sharp curves and cuts and designs. These are little router tables. A couple in my own shop I've made myself, but you basically take a hand router and mount it under a table and you can run your board across it. It makes it a little bit easier to use, so I'm not lifting that heavy router. This is a shaper. It's basically a router on steroids. It's just a huge router, but instead of running little bits like this, it runs very large bits, heavy bits that can do a lot more work with one pass. This is your panel router. Now, panel router is just a hand router mounted on some tubes, and it'll do dados and rabbets. So this is called an upcut saw. This is usually the first machine we start with, where you hit this pedal down below, and there's another pedal down below right there, and it upcuts. It's meant to take your board and trim the end off, whether it's a rough cut or exact. It does a nice smooth cut. This one is your oscillating spindle sander, or a drum sander is sometimes called. Different size tubes, you just decide which one is the best diameter, and you put it in and it spins around and goes up and down, oscillating, and sands the edges of your board. It's not for faces. That is it. So best of luck on your test, everyone.